Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Excellency, Mr. President, let me, on behalf of the FCT administration, sincerely thank you once more for honoring our invitation to inaugurate this B6, B12, and cycle roads. This is the 7th inauguration you have done since your anniversary of 1 year. By the grace of God, you'll also be with us tomorrow as you inaugurate the Vice President's official residence. And then we'll round up on Saturday while we commission the Zape Lot 2, the district, which has about 73 kilometers of road in that district. So we must thank you for making yourself available, making the residents of Abuja to be happy, and actually giving them hope. Your Excellency, Mr. President, it may interest you to note that this road was awarded 14th of May 2007, 14th of May 2007, at a cost of 48.5 billion naira. And then it was revised in January 2021 at a cost of 98.8 billion. Awarded 2007. And then when you talk about it, need hope. A road that was awarded 2007, just 1 year of the administration of Mr. President, the road has been completed. What other thing will we talk about? What is the renewed hope then? For those who know mathematics, 2017, how many years? I'm not good in mathematics. Maybe chairman of Senate and our appropriation is there. He will be able to tell us how many years? 17 good years. Today, Mr. President, in just 1 year, has been able to complete it. And this is what we are talking about. Leadership. Leadership is key. With the right leadership, you get the right results. Because we have the right leadership now, we are getting the right result. When Mr. President inaugurated us in August 21st, 2023, he gave the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self that matching order that every project that has not been completed, we must make sure that we complete those projects before we embark upon any new project. And that is why all we have been doing since is been completing all the other projects that were awarded by previous administrations from 2007 to 2010 to 2015 to 2019. And that's what this present administration has been doing. If you check our budget of 2024, our capital expenditure, 58% of our capital expenditure is focused on completing old projects. 58% of our capital expenditure is put for old projects, and 42% is now to enable us go on with new projects. And that is what is leadership, a man who is focused. Because Mr. President is focused, and he has given his directive that this is what must be done. And we're happy that we're achieving on that mandate. And all of us, look at a city like this, it was abandoned. But today, with the description of the Executive Secretary of Federal Capital Development Authority, you can see that you can tell from the airport are coming to the city. And this will, of course, reduce some of the traffic congestions that we always encounter within the metropolis. So thank you very much for your leadership. Thank you very much for your support. Because when we came, we asked Julius Berger, we had a meeting with them. Are you sure that, of course, you know Julius Berger, without money, no job. They don't play with it. And so we worked out the financial, this is where money will not be their problem. And they know, for them to have completed this job, you know that the cash was flowing. And we thank them, we commend them for keeping to their promise. And of course, you don't need to ask about quality of job done by Julius Berger. Mr. President, what does that appeal to you? By your left, which is by my right, Minister of Finance encroached. There's supposed to be a road leading to that side. We appealed with them so that we can do that road. We are all working for the same government. We don't want to use force to go and destroy part of the building. But they encroached. And the land belongs to FCT. We gave them, but encroached on the way. So I want to please plead with Mr. President to talk to them so that we'll be able to complete our side of the road for the interest of the public. Mr. President, let me say this. Yesterday, 2 days ago, when Mr. President came, I would like to thank Mr. President for what he did in making sure that those who already lost hope in their career progression, that Mr. President brought back hope to them by making sure they get to the peak of their career. Before now, federal capital territory do not have permanent secretaries. But by Mr. President's own way of renewing hope, he said no, that they should get to the peak of their career and by making sure that they get to the position of permanent secretary and then move to head of service level if possible. And Mr. President granted that. And then I called out the permanent secretaries who are the beneficiaries to come out and take a bow and thank Mr. President. Of course, it's an honor to be called out to take a bow. But to tell you that human beings can never. This morning, of course, I hardly listen to some of these television stations. I hardly. Some of them can never say anything good. They were criticizing how would you call people who are permanent secretaries at their level to come and take a bow. You know, in my place, when somebody does not have anything to say about you, he say, look at him. When you should have it to commend that Mr. President has done well by giving hope to these people who have no hope before. Your anger is that they said they should come and take a bow. Today, I want to call the agents of the Need Hope agenda. Let me call the area council chairman. Come out. You will take a bow before Mr. President. Come out. Since taking a bow is something that makes people to be angry, let them be more angry today. Now come this way. First, Mr. President. Line up and first, Mr. President. You are good guys. Now, Mr. President, these are 6 area council chairmen. Mr. President, it's not about party. It's about the agents of the Renewed Hope agenda in the area councils. And they are doing well, working well with us. I want them to take a bow before you. Take a bow.